The Quench, where you ask, we answer.
Now, among the many love languages that we have today, there is physical touch. And over the years, we have accepted what we could call as the norm for physical touch as young Christians are dating and the ones that are outside the norm. One specific subject that has not been talked about and that has brought controversy over the years is the issue of kissing. So let's talk about it. Shall we talk about it? Today we want to dissect kissing, and we want to dissect it in this manner. We want to understand, is it okay for young Christians to kiss? We want to tell you what we think based on biblical perspectives, and we want to tell you what we think based on what we see, what our friends or us have experienced, and the whole category of things. So join us today as we discuss kissing, and my guest for the day, Pastor Kimani, who is going to be our voice of expert on kissing, and Pastor Joseph, who is going to tell us one or two things about kissing and the whole kiss, because there is a difference, all right? And of course, we have a very knowledgeable and diverse audience that is going to help us dissect this subject and give us the right questions that you at home seek to know the answers to, because this is The Quench with me, WANGECHI KARIMI. So let us begin. The first thing, what is your perception on kissing? And I want to get as honest perceptions as possible. Remember, you're a young Christian and you're going through dating period. How do you take kissing?
My name is Abigail Karimi, and I'm glad to be here. I'm going to answer that question in two ways: my perspective and something that I find to be the cultural perspective.
Okay.
So in the cultural perspective, it depends on the culture you come from.
Okay.
There are people who are raised up, their tradition allows them to kiss. And even when we talk about the kiss, it depends on what type of kiss we are talking about. But basically, there's a culture that allows different types of kissing, and just in general. But personally, for me, I find it to be, and in a romantic setup, because kissing is such a sensitive topic, it's something that should be saved up for marriage exclusively. And after all, when you start kissing someone, emotions just flare up and go up. So what are you planning to do next after kissing them and you're not married to them? And obviously, in a Christian setup, we all subscribe to chastity. Thank you.
Okay, nice. That was lovely. Oh, you have decided to clap to that one. Don't be unpaid. You clap to that one, clap to them all.
My name's Sheila Annette. Yeah, I'm supporting my sister who has just spoken. I think kissing should be kept for marriage. As she has said that when you kiss, emotions are coming and coming.
Where are they going? They're just coming,
And how are you going to control them? Because one thing leads to another. So the only thing is to keep it for marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pass it to the gentleman so we can have at least a ratio of both male and female.
I think some kissing moments are good, and some of them they are not. Yeah, because I think we should avoid the French kissing, and like the peck one, we can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, because has no effect or no harm like doing the French one. Yeah.
It has no harm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the French one,
those ones, they're not coming to you. They're not coming and coming and coming.
Yeah, the French one is the French one that may make you even start thinking other things which you are not even intended to do. But this one of picking somebody is like hyping somebody.
It happened, it has gone.
Yeah.
Okay. That is lovely. Thank you from our audience. I want to go to our panelists now, and I want to ask the same question. Ask the audience, what is your take on kissing? And I think let me start with Pastor Joseph, because he's my man. What is your take on kissing, Pastor MJ?
Okay. Thank you so much. I think it has been said. Number one, we are talking about dating. When you are dating. In a Christian setup. Not only even in a Christian setup. If you are not married, if you are dating, you are not married, you are waiting to be married, of course there are boundaries.
Okay.
And one of the boundaries is abstinence. You have to abstain. Sex
say
before
chastity?
marriage is a sin. That is chastity.
Yeah.
Just Exactly. Purity. That is what First Timothy calls it, purity. Now, we, as much as we can, we are supposed to avoid body contact. I like saying, if sex before marriage is a sin, if you hate hell, there's a statement I usually say, if you hate hell, avoid the way to hell. You cannot say you hate hell, but you are walking towards hell.
Okay.
So if you don't want, if sex before marriage is sin, then anything that will lead you to hate becomes a sin. Because let me tell you, if you can kiss and feel nothing, I need to pray for you because I'm a pastor.
True.
The Lord needs to work.
You have an emotional disorder. So, as for me, before marriage, please keep it. You'll be given that time. You'll be tired.
Pastor Kimani.
Thank you so much.
Yes, before we get tired,
I think we are on the right track. And somebody said that a kiss is as sensitive as sin. They are both. They are close. They are calling. It's an entry point. The moment you start, especially we Christians, then it's an entry point for any sin, and especially those vices. Mine is to say this, that as a Christian, we have religious obligations to protect, and also we have our duty to protect our integrity.
Yes.
The moment you engage into that, then and not only human beings, even animals, the moment they come close, they think of whatever that comes into our mind. Kindly, if I was to be asked, if it has to happen, let it happen after the marriage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now, here's a question. The Bible talks of the holy kiss. Have you ever heard of the holy kiss? Now, those ones that said, yes, you have heard of the holy kiss. Tell us, what is the holy kiss? Let's hear it from the audience. I had a lot of yeses. You people are just supporting the holy kiss.
I don't know if it is Paul who's spoken about it. He said that greet each other with a holy kiss. I think that is for brethren, not for loved ones.
Brethren. In this case, are you my brethren?
Yeah, if you are born again.
Okay, right. Are you his brethren? Are you his brethren? Sorry. Why are you looking at each other? Let's get it from Pastor Kimani. What is the holy kiss? And at which point does the kiss stop being holy?
Yeah.
And remember, there's something Felix said. He said that there are some kind of kisses that are allowed and others are not allowed. Yeah. When you get to pecking someone and a small things here and there, he says, according to him, it's allowed. But tell us, at what point does a kiss become holy and at what point does it become unholy as young Christians?
Thank you. Yeah, biblically, there are many incidences of kissing, including the time when Isaac was almost dying. And during his deathbed, his son, Jacob, comes and kisses him when he is almost dead. That is a send-off.
Yeah.
As somebody had said that there are several other types of kisses, I think it's necessary for us to understand that there are many other ways. Like I know of one of the denominations, okay, maybe one of the beliefs, that somebody comes from another country to our motherland and kisses the ground. That's an object, but at the end of the day, it's a kiss.
It's a kiss, yes.
There are others, like during the time of Judas Iscariot. You remember during that time, when he met Jesus, and when that time Jesus was supposed to be given and delivered for crucifixion. And you remember what happened. That is a hypocritical kiss. There are many kisses, and somebody will kiss you, but you don't know the cultural connotation as somebody had said.
Yes.
That somebody might have put it, but remember, there might be some impact. Somebody is betraying you. Somebody is sending you. Otherwise, that is not holy. At the end of the day, that person is doing with an intent to betray you. Somebody else.
I love the word that you used, intent. Intent. The intent of the kiss carries the weight of the kiss.
Yeah.
So if someone might kiss your hand, but the intent of that kiss carries the weight of the kiss. Go on.
Yeah, many other incidences in the Bible. Remember at the time Esther was in the house of Ahasuerus. And you remember during that time, she was welcomed, and due to the welcome, she was actually given that holy kiss. for welcome. Now, thank you so much. Without that other motive. So remember, whatever that happens between you and the person that you are kissing or the object depends on your perspective in the mind. Otherwise, mine is holy kiss. Let us leave it to the married. Let us leave it to the wise and those who have high order of self-control, according to me.
According to you. Before we, yes.
Question. You have said the intent of the kiss. So I want to kiss somebody. Let me say a lady. I want to kiss her without no intention, like bad intention. Let me say, saying goodbye to her. I kiss her here, then she goes. Like she doesn't know the intent, but me, I know. Is there any problem with that?
Okay, let me try and rephrase the question. I think what he's trying to ask is, our intents are different, yes? We come together as two individual people with different mindsets. So if my intent and yours are different, you kissed, he said he kissed to say goodbye and someone else kissed with another intention. What happens in such a scenario? And I want, before you answer that, I want you to also answer it like this. Is that a holy kiss? Is that a holy kiss?
Thank you so much. As we are saying that in the most recent past we said, if you stay with somebody for 300 hours, today 4 hours, tomorrow 3 hours, day after 4 hours, and then you engage into that, and we said there is always that sensation within us. And whenever we are giving such, remember it has either a positive or a negative repercussion, depending on the setup that you are in. And number two, when you're saying that the moment you start, the next moment it goes down to the lips. The next moment it goes to the other point. Actually, it is leading to the next step of sinning. Actually, that's what I believe.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what your intention was. Pastor Joseph, I want your definition, as simple as possible. Without using various examples, tell us what is your definition of a holy kiss, and how does the few examples that we've gotten differentiate from that?
A holy kiss. A holy kiss, in my definition, is a kiss that is done with holy motives.
Intentions. Again,
Holy
we go back to intent.
Now, for example, my mother is over 90 years. My mother usually comes, when we meet, she kisses me either here or somewhere here. That's not a dirty kiss. It's a holy one. You see now, if my brothers and my younger sisters here, they are very open. The issue here is not a holy kiss or the peck or something. The issue here is what we call the deep kissing. Because it's only that, let's speak the truth now. Let's speak the truth. You know, we understand, and I think we've said it already. If your motive, I know not very many people, because today you peck somebody, is it a peck? Yeah, you peck somebody here. Then tomorrow, maybe a peck took 5 seconds. Tomorrow you want 10 seconds. The other day, 20 seconds. The other day, 1 minute. You know, it is progressive. It is progressive. It's gradual. Yeah. It is gradual. What we are saying, my dear brothers and sisters, even those who are watching from home, what we are saying right now, you are biologically speaking, you are attracted sexually to the opposite sex.
Yes.
And
very
that
hormonal.
is not demonic. It is actually, you are very normal, as I said earlier.
Yes.
So right now, what you're supposed to do, avoid being in physical contact. Even, you know, there's somebody even holding hands, because even holding hands, somebody will begin feeling some, what?
They are coming,
they are coming, they are going. They are coming, they are going. So that's why we advise on physical contact. And we understand all that. So that's my definition, my sister.
So essentially, according to you,
yes,
is that there's a type of kissing that could be holy and it's not, and there's one that could not be holy. But the question I want to ask is, you've said one that is dirty, you've used the word dirty, is the one that comes with a certain motive. How do you know that the motive of this person is not holy? How do you know that the motive of this person is not praying for me through a kiss?
That's why I'm discouraging physical contact.
Not even holding hands.
Okay. You know, if I can explain, you know, we are Christians, we are believers, we are believers. And for sure, I like telling young men, you know, right now, when you are dating, please, there are the do's and the don'ts. When you are dating right now, what you're supposed to protect is purity. Very much important. A time will come. You'll be given permission by the pastor, because you're supposed to do it as a holy matrimony, or by your parents. Then you'll be given permission maybe to go to Dubai or somewhere else. You do all that you've been desiring to do.
You go to Dubai to do all that you have been desiring to do. There was a point that you put across, and you might have mentioned doing it out in the open. Doing it out in the open. Now, this is for married couples. Yeah. This is for married couples. We have said abstain from the sin of kissing, because it is something you need to put for marriage. Now you're a married couple. Why are you kissing in front of us? Why are you making us feel? Yes. You know, it's like someone giving you a sweet and they're not giving you a sweet. Let's really talk about it, because you at home, you're a young person, and we've said young people could be married, could not be married. And we want to talk to everyone, and we want to understand kissing is not okay. We have said for young people, we have said it's not okay for young people that are dating, because you're very hormonal, yes? Yeah. It is coming, where is it going? We have asked ourselves that. Now, we want to understand for those ones that have been given the permission to do it. Let us start with a very common, you may now kiss the bride. You see, you know. So is that one, can we condemn that one?
That one we cannot condemn. Actually, what I think, that one is done there within a holy perspective, which we call that this is a holy marriage. And at the end of the day, we have allowed that from now, it is allowed. And I can take it as a teaching or a lesson by the general public, that it is only done by these people, and they are allowed. And actually from there, that sensational or that attraction starts. So personally, I would advise, if after the marriage, if after the solemnizing, because it can only be marriage or solemnizing, it can happen in both, I would suggest that the couples, once they do it that, because you have all the other time, as Pastor is putting it, let them do it in their house to avoid entangling the youth out there. Yes.
They're making people feel like they want to
and again, if I may add something, again, that one, if you may kiss the bride right now, how long does it take?
Seconds.
Even it is not even deep kissing. It is like a peck.
It's just a peck.
Yeah, it's just like a peck. Yeah. So don't. When you be told, please, let it just a peck.
When your time comes, calm down. Don't rush it, but also don't stay there forever. You'll leave us questioning a lot of things. So you think it is okay for couples to do it in public, Mr. Joseph?
Okay, no. Okay, and yes, depending on the setup. But what I would like to say, okay, this is an issue of integrity. This is an issue of wisdom. Even if I'm married to my wife, why should I do some things in public? What am I showing anyway? Because I'm supposed to protect my brothers and my sisters who are not married. There are others who maybe they are divorced, or they are widowed or something like that. So I think we are not supposed to be extreme. Even those who are married, you know, there are some people they are very extreme. They want to show us how much they love each other and such kind of stuff. I think we are supposed to have boundaries, by the way. Don't go too much. Know when is too much. Yeah, so some things are not allowed in public, even if you are married.
Yeah. And I want to quote your words. You said something about religious obligation. And you said it is important for Christians, young Christians, to understand that we have our own religious obligations. There are things that are set for us to do just because we are young Christians. And if we have said we are going to abstain from it, even if we get married, let us not tempt the ones that are not married. True. Okay, let's just put it out here. So I had seen a hand. Please share with us your sentiments before we go ahead.
He said yes and no. So then the yes one, that is what I want to hear.
Yes.
Yeah, it is good to kiss in public.
For me, I want to talk about those kissing or pecks. And I remember the first time when I met the one who is now my husband. The first thing not the first time, but during the introduction of his love towards me, he pecked my hand. and I didn't know that he's in love with me. And even since that time, when I see him, I started running away from him because I felt that thing, you know.
It was coming.
It was coming and coming. And yes, he's a handsome man, the one I could admire to have him as my husband.
It is just in the hand.
Yeah. And then it was only a hand. And then, you know, for me, I didn't know what it meant to him. And then he came again, and now he asked me, will you marry me? And I was like, no. You know, but I remember that first time. So I just want to, for me, I can disqualify or maybe say no to any of them. Yeah. Because it started to attract so other many things.
Oh, okay. Those ones were coming, and you've had it firsthand from Virginia telling us her own personal experience. We're going to take a break right there, and when we come back, we will try and look at it from a different perspective. Cultural connotations. We have mentioned it, our audiences have mentioned it, and we want to actually dissect that from that perspective. And with that, this is the Quench, where you ask and we answer. I'll see you right after the break.
The Quench, where you ask, we answer.